How to read error messages. Beginner level. Introduction. When learning programming, one of the most important skills is reading and understanding error messages. Error messages appear when something goes wrong in a program. They help programmers identify what went wrong and where the problem occurred. Many beginners feel frustrated when they see error messages. But these messages are actually very helpful clues for fixing problems. Error messages typically tell you the type of error, the file where the error occurred, the line number, a short explanation of the problem. Learning how to read error messages properly helps programmers debug programs faster and improve coding skills. What is an error message? An error message is a notification produced by a programming language, compiler, or runtime environment when something goes wrong in a program. In simple words, error message equals a message that explains why a program failed. The message helps programmers understand what caused the issue. Example error message. Python. Example code. Print. Hello. Output. Syntax error. EOL while scanning string literal. This error tells us that the program found a syntax problem in the code. Example error message. Java. Example code. System.out. println. Message. Output. Error. Cannot find symbol. Symbol. Variable message. This means the variable message was never declared. Parts of an error message. Most error messages contain several important parts. Example. File program.py. Line 5. 0 division error. Division by 0. This message contains part meaning, file name which file contains the error, line number where the error occurred, error type the category of the error, description explanation of the problem. Each part helps locate and understand the issue. Step 1. Identify the error type. The first thing to look at is the type of error. Examples. Syntax error, runtime error, index error, null pointer exception, file not found error. The error type tells you what kind of problem occurred. Example. 0 division error. This means the program tried to divide a number by 0. Step 2. Look at the line number. Error messages usually show the line where the problem occurred. Example. File app.py. Line 8. This tells you to check line 8 in the file app.py. Sometimes the actual mistake may appear slightly above that line, so checking nearby code is important. Step 3. Read the description carefully. After the error type, there is usually a short explanation. Example. Index error. List index out of range. This means the program tried to access an index that does not exist in a list. Understanding the description helps determine what needs to be fixed. Step 4. Check the code around the error. Once you know the location, examine the code near that line. Example. Numbers equals 10, 20, 30. Print. Numbers. 5. Error message. Index error. List index out of range. The list contains only 3 elements, so index 5 is invalid. Correct version. Print. Numbers. 2. Example. Reading a stack trace. Some errors display multiple lines called a stack trace. Example. Traceback. Most recent call last. File main.py. Line 10. File utils.py. Line 5. 0 division error. Division by 0. This tells us the error happened in utils.py. That function was called from main.py. Stack traces help track the flow of the error through the program. Common types of error messages. Some common error messages beginners encounter include syntax error, runtime error, index error, null pointer exception, file not found error, permission error, module not found error. Understanding these errors helps programmers debug programs faster. Real-life analogy. Reading error messages is like reading a medical diagnosis from a doctor. Imagine feeling sick and visiting a doctor. The doctor explains what the problem is, where the problem is, what caused the problem. Error messages work the same way for programs. They diagnose what went wrong in the code. Tips for reading error messages. Here are some helpful tips. 1. Do not panic. Errors are a normal part of programming. Even experienced developers encounter errors frequently. 2. Read the message carefully. Many beginners ignore error messages and try random fixes. Instead, read the message carefully because it often explains the exact problem. 3. Check the line number. Always start debugging at the line indicated by the error message. 4. Search the error online. Many error messages are common and already explained online. Searching the message often leads to solutions. 5. Fix errors one at a time. Sometimes multiple errors appear. Fix the first error first. Then run the program again. Concepts learned from reading error messages. Understanding error messages helps beginners learn. Checkmark debugging techniques. Checkmark program structure. Checkmark code correctness. Checkmark problem solving. Checkmark programming language rules. These skills are essential for every programmer. Where error messages appear. Error messages appear in many programming environments, including command line programs, code editors, integrated development environments, IDEs, web browsers, server logs. Learning to read these messages is a key skill for developers. Simple definition. Error message. A message produced by a program or compiler that explains why the program failed or encountered a problem. Final summary. Learning how to read error messages is one of the most important skills for beginner programmers. Error messages provide valuable information about what went wrong, where the problem occurred, why the error happened. By carefully reading error messages and examining the code around the indicated line, programmers can quickly identify and fix problems. Debugging errors is a normal part of programming, and mastering this skill helps developers write better and more reliable software.